Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Will. This is going to be the first video on my channel. Just a couple things I wanted to talk about. I've never really done this before. Like I said, my name's Will. I'm 24 years old, and I created a YouTube channel. Didn't really know what I was going to talk about, what I was going to do. But it became pretty evident very quickly what I needed to do, what I wanted to do. Um, is my goal is really to lose weight. I guess I'm 24 years old. I just weighed myself just now, 327 pounds, which sucks. But maybe this will be a great outlet to talk about some things. I don't know a lot about health. Obviously, that's how I got this way. I live in the South, so that's one thing that really I don't have going for me is all the great food we have here, that kind of lifestyle you live in. Um, but I'm willing to start. I'm willing to learn. So, maybe you're a person in my same shoes. You know, maybe you're wanting to lose weight. Maybe you're a physician, or maybe you're somebody that knows a lot about health. Um, that might have some great insight for me. Any of that's well appreciated. Um, I guess I'll talk a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm 24 years old. I've I've had a great life. I've never had any problem. I have getting friends, anything like that. I have great friends that really care for me. I have a lot of really close friends. I've never had any kind of problems, getting girlfriends or anything like that. I'm very outgoing. I'm a happy person. But with that being said, I am overweight. I'm not where I want to be in my life. It's kind of hard to talk about because everybody views me as, a really happy person. I have a very great outlook on life. Um, but, I'm very lucky that I've never had any kind of health problems. I'm very rarely sick. Never had to go to the hospital. I've never had any surgeries, anything like that. So I'm, I'm extremely lucky to be healthy in that aspect. But it's not going to stay that way. It's most likely because I'm young. I'm only 24 years old. But if I stay like this, that's not going to be the case. I it's hard because I played sports in school. Um, I'm not active, but I could get out and jog a mile and really not have a lot of problems. So there's really nothing holding me back. Um, there's no armed guards at the grocery store making me buy those frozen White Castle cheeseburgers. There's no barriers preventing me from going in the vegetable section or the produce section, buying healthy foods like I should. There's nobody holding a gun to my head at the drive-throughs, making me get a cheeseburger or anything like that. Um, it's really up to me. It's my choices that I make, and I'm making the wrong choices. So I'm hoping by making this video or making these videos that I can kind of not only do something that'll make me kind of well, I'm doing it for a video. People are going to want to see me lose weight. People are going to want to see a difference. I'm hoping that that'll kind of give me some motivation. I've tried losing weight before. I've stuck with it weeks at a time. I've lost 10, 20, 30 pounds even. But I've always hovered over that 300-pound range. And I think once I break, now at my age, once past I was like 16, I don't think I've been lower than 300 pounds. I think once I see that 299 and I break that 300-pound mark, that'll be a big step. I got 27 pounds currently right now to do that, but it's time to get serious. And I am a person that, if I put my mind to it, I can do it. I'm a very smart guy. I went to college at Virginia Tech for engineering. It's not something that I can't do if I put my mind to it. So definitely, I mean, this is just kind of a first video, kind of a first glance at myself. Hopefully a good start. And it's not going to be easy. Excuse me. it's not going to be easy, but it's something that needs to be done. And you know, I hope I can get a couple of subscribers or a couple people to comment and wish me good luck. You know, it is a start of a new year. I did just turn 24. You know, my birthday's in January. Um, so it's a Monday. It's kind of like, you know, diets always start on Monday. It's always kind of a first year thing. Well, you know, it is those kind of marks, and I do believe I can actually, you know, start here. It is a very popular time to start diets, and a very popular time to do these kind of things. Um, but I'm ready, so definitely this will be the first kind of just short video about myself. I'm actually getting ready to move to Virginia for a new job. So you probably won't see this scenery um, for the duration of my videos, but this will be the first kind of start, and that'll be a good start as well. Moving, and you know, I'm moving to Richmond, a capital city, so there'll be a lot of opportunities for me to get fit and to get healthy. So you know, like I said, I really appreciate you if you're watching this video. You know, thank you, and you know, if you have some kind words or anything, or some, you know, negative words, those always help in motivation as well. All will be accepted. So, like I said, thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. I'm sure I'll be making some more videos, and hopefully every day you see me, I'll be a little bit happier, a little bit smaller, and you know, I'll get to that point in my life where I'm healthy. You know, like I said, I am healthy. Excuse me, I am happy. Um, but I'm not happy for the right reasons. And I'd like to see those higher energies, you know, the better, the healthy kind of happiness where, you know, that's one less thing I have to worry about. So until next time, I'll see you again. Thank you.